What is up, guys? I'm out here checking fences today. About twice a year, I'll go check all the fences, and after winter time, I'll go check everything, check the fences, make sure everything's still up and doing all right. I'm in my goat pasture right now, where the goats like to, that's where I keep them most of the time, is up here. It's mostly woods, a little bit of grass. But yeah, I'm just checking fences today and ran across this little guy, and yeah, he's got potential for next year. But also, my wife, she was leaving out today, and she shot me a message when she got up to the highway where she has service, and she says, "Hey, you need to go check the pasture. There's something white out there," and looked like white hair all over the place out in the pasture. So I went out there not too long after we got off the phone. I loaded up side by side, and me and Penny, we went out and checked it out. Penny's here with me. She's running around in the woods right now acting like a crazy dog. But anyway, went and checked it out, and I guess in the middle of the night, coyotes got down a little deer, and they had their way with that little deer. So that'll be one less deer on the farm. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Sometimes you just seems like you can't win for losing, you know. Yeah, that little deer, she would have been a fine right doe, but nature has its way, you know. She was a little bitty doe that was born last year. Maybe she had something wrong with her. Maybe she had a hurt leg and she couldn't get away from the coyotes, or what. But something happened, and there was deer hair and half of a carcass laying there. Yeah, you just never know. But I was checking fences, and a lot of times around the fence is where you'll find something like this. It was loose, and he bailed over the fence, and whenever he jumped over the fence, it just popped off. But anyway, I want to go on with checking fences today, me and Penny. Penny, where are you going? Hey! She don't know where she's going. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to tell you about my day checking fences. Found a deer horn. Might find another one before I'm done. I still got about, I don't know, another 15, 20 acres to walk. But a fence line. But anyway, that's the deal today. You got deer around, but you just never know what's going to happen to them. That's for sure. I found one last year. She had jumped over my fence. And I have 2 strands of barbed wire along the top of my woven wire to keep the goats in, right? Her foot went between that, and then she went like this, and there she was stuck. Her hoof couldn't come out, and she got stuck, and yeah, she died there. I found her carcass last year, hanging on the fence. My brother, he had one get hung up in the fence like that last winter before last, so it would have been 2 winters ago. Got hung in the fence like that, and luckily it was still alive and kicking whenever I pulled up on it, and I was able to grab that deer, pick up on that whole body, I just was able to bear hug that deer and pick her up and get her hoof out of that wire, because it was the same way. She'd gotten in and just twisted it, so it was twisted all the way around her hoof, and luckily I was able to pick her up high enough and get her on her way. And she kind of went hopping off, but I don't know if she made it or not, but I know one thing: she didn't stay hung in that fence and die. So, man, you just never know. Nature's weird, man. They're just weird. You think that they can take care of themselves, and then they end up getting themselves in the craziest predicaments, But yeah, I'm just out here checking fences. I had a place where my goats were getting out. I came home today from getting a tire fixed for my stock trailer, and came home today, and all my goats met me up my driveway. They were just hanging out, I was like, well, where in the heck did you guys get out? So I found the spot that they were getting out of, and whenever I found the spot, I got it wired back together and fixed. But I figured while I was, working on fence, I'd better just go ahead and walk all the way around it and see what we got for, see what's happened from over the last winter. I got my Cold Steel SRK and my Leatherman Super Tool 300. I've already fixed fence with it once today. Might fix fence with it again, you never know. But alright guys, that's all for the day. I was just hanging out, figured I'd make a video, let you guys know what's going on today. But alright, if I find anything else interesting, I may tell you about it, but I don't know. Alright, we'll see you guys. Alright guys, I appreciate you guys coming along with me today on my woods walk. It's the only deer horn I found. I just wanted to, wanted to talk some more about deer hunting. There's so many people that just don't understand it. The will to hunt, the wantingness, to hunt and for wild game. And man, I don't know, that seems like they're trying their best all the time to do something to keep us from doing what we were, what we've always done. It's hard for me to wrap my head around some of the crazy ideas that goes on around hunting, because I didn't live a life like some, I suppose. I was born and raised here on this farm. I was born and raised here on a 300-acre farm, and we still do things. A lot of things we still do the old way. You know what I mean? And the old ways worked for years. And I don't know. I don't even know how to put it in words, but until you own your own property and own enough to sustain some wildlife, you know what I mean? And you get to see that same deer with them same twins come out in your pasture every day. Or you get to see that same flock of turkeys fly in and peck around in the horse poop in your pasture, It is, and to step outside and watch the water run down the creek that is, literally the creek passes by my house within 30 yards. I mean, the world we live in is amazing. And, I say if you've never experienced rural country living and all you've experienced is the city, but if you come out here with an open mind and an open heart and don't look at all the locals like me that lives out here in these rural areas, don't look at us like we're just a bunch of hillbillies. We've strived out here for years because of what we have in here. So don't think for 1 second that us rural country people are just a bunch of hicks that don't know any better. Most of us will outlive a lot of people because of the way of life out here. We're good people. Just give us a chance, So if you move out here, used to ever move out in the country, just be nice. Treat people as if you want to, like, just like you want to be treated. You know, if you'll just treat people good, these people out here in southeastern Missouri, if you will treat them good and treat them right, they will treat you that way right back. And it's just we've got so many people that throws a negative opinion on farmers, ranchers, hunters. You know, we don't need to do that anymore, because, you know, the old ways worked for years, and in some places they're still working. So just food for thought. If you ever decided to come out here and leave the city life, you know, and try it out here, like I said, just be kind. If you be kind, 9 times out of 10, you'll find somebody else that'll be kind to you right back. And if you're not lazy, and if you are willing to put in the work, 9 times out of 10, you'll find somebody out here that'll help you put in the work. And they will teach you the ways. You know, I love to learn things all the time. And I love to teach things all the time. Anytime there's something that I know something about, if someone wants to know something and I know that I know about it, you know, I'll tell you what I know about it. It may not be right. It may not be wrong. It may just be the way I interpret it. Everyone interprets things differently, you know. So I don't know. Just rambling on, I guess. But this was my woods walk for the day. It's just great to get out on the farm, put your feet on the dirt, you know, put your feet on the dirt, take the time, listen to the wind blow through the pines, sit down every once in a while, take a good deep breath, clears your mind. It's good for the soul. It's good for the heart. But anytime you can get out away from all the honking horns and all the people yelling and screaming, and if you live deep enough in the city, away from the gunshots, you know, just get away. Get as far away as you can, where you don't even hear a vehicle go down the road, you know. I live far enough. I am so thankful to the Lord that I was born and raised in this area. You know, I live far enough off of the gravel road. My driveway is just far enough up the gravel road that I can barely hear a car go down my gravel road. And I am 4 miles from the nearest highway. So, you know, every once in a while I'll hear a big truck hit his jake brake whenever he's going around the highway, you know. But it's just so nice to be in your own, live in a place where you can just be in your own mind. You know what I mean? Not have to worry about anything. You can literally just do you, you know? I don't know. I know one thing. The ticks are out. I think I feel one crawling on my back. All right. I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for coming along with me with my woods walk today. I got some things to do here. So, got to get out of the woods and get back home and start feeding some animals. Got some things I got to get done before the wife gets home. But anyway, guys, just be good to each other. That's what I'm getting at. Just be good to each other. And if you find yourself in a predicament where you're just at a loss, man, just go out in the woods. Just go out in the woods, sit, listen, watch, and breathe. Sit down, watch, listen, and breathe. That will relieve so much stress in your life if you can just do those 4 things. That's it, guys. Want to get out of here. Woods walk over. Boring talk over. If it's boring, I don't know. I just wanted to say what was on my heart today. So, all right, guys. We'll get out of here. We'll do something next time. I don't know what we'll do, but we'll do something. All right. See ya.